Such a good combination.
So good. Hi everyone, this is Helen and welcome to Modern Pepper. 안녕하세요 여러분, Modern Pepper의 헬렌입니다. So for those of you that are new to Modern Pepper channel offers Korean cooking lessons for authentic Korean dishes as well as Korean fusion dishes. So please do consider subscribing. 오늘도 맛있는 한식 요리를 여러분들과 영어로 함께 하겠습니다. So today's recipe is actually inspired by the movie Parasite. So if you have not seen that movie, you need to check it out. So you can watch this on Amazon and I'll have the link for that so you can watch it at home. But basically it is a sort of a dark family drama and it also has a little bit of dark comedy because this movie is a reflection of, in my opinion, how advanced and artistic Korean films are. I'll also include links for two other movies that I highly recommend. It's called Masquerade. It's an epic period piece. It's about sort of the political backstabbing and the propaganda surrounding the king. And there's a little bit of love story / comedy, but it is a really, in my opinion, a human piece. There's parts where I was just like almost sobbing, but in a good way. So I highly recommend that. Lee Byung-hun, in English we call him Lee Byung-hun. He's like the Tom Cruise of Korea and he's in that movie. And then the other movie that I would highly recommend is The Admiral or The Roaring Current. And it has a veteran Korean movie star, Chae Min-sik, and he's always in really great films. The Roaring Current or The Admiral is based on this Navy general called Lee Sun-shin. And in Korea, if you don't know who Lee Sun-shin is, then you're not a Korean. It's like saying you don't know who George Washington is. The costumes in that movie is just stellar. I mean, it's like uber Hollywood level costumes of the Japanese warriors versus the Koreans, and then the fight scenes, it's just so well choreographed. It's a really good story that tells the hardships of when you are the underdog but you are fighting against the giants, meaning the Koreans versus the Japanese Navy ships that showed up in hundreds to demolish the Korean peninsula. But anyway, I won't spoil anything for you, but it's a really great human piece as well. So very entertaining, high level production for all of these movies. So do check them out. Again, I'll have the Amazon links below so you can watch them conveniently at home. We're gonna mix 짜파게티, which is basically jjajangmyeon, and actually the proper pronunciation is jjajangmyeon, not jjajangmyeon. My cousins in Korea are always like, Helen, it's jjajangmyeon, not jjajangmyeon. Basically, 짜파게티 is your instant ramen for the black bean noodles called jjajangmyeon. And I actually have a video for that too if you want to learn how to make it, so check it out. It will be in the link above right here. This brand that I'm using is not actually the JjaPaGuRi brand. And for those of you that are wondering what is JjaPaGuRi, it's basically a hybrid of the word spaghetti and jjajangmyeon. And those two words together became JjaPaGuRi. But the brand that I'm using is not the JjaPaGuRi brand. It's basically the same thing. But the only difference is this guy comes with a wet sauce. The JjaPaGuRi brand comes in a powder form. So, you know, I prefer this one because it's a little bit tastier and it tastes a little bit less instant kind of ramen tasting. The other is my all-time favorite Korean instant ramen noodles called Neoguri. So this is spicy ramen noodle. This has been around forever, ever and ever. It's almost as old as Samyang ramen, and that is like the very first Korean instant ramen noodles. And I actually have a video on reviewing Korean ramen, and it also includes hacks to enhance the taste of your instant ramen noodles. And I have one that's non-spicy that you can make it into like a gourmet instant ramen noodles at home. And then it also includes kimchi ramen. Yes, kimchi ramen. If you love kimchi or if you love anything spicy, you could turn your instant ramen noodles into delicious spicy kimchi ramen. It's so good. So check that out, and I have the link up here. So here's another hybrid word for you. Neoguri plus 짜파게티 becomes 짜파구리. 짜파구리, as well as these instant ramen links that you could purchase and have it conveniently shipped to your house if you do not want to go to a Korean grocery store. But if you go to any Korean grocery stores, they will always have these ramens, okay? So check out my description box below. And I just want to thank you in advance. If you use any of those links below, I get a tiny, tiny, tiny commission at no cost to you. So I just want to say thank you. So what do I think about these dried packets? It goes in the garbage can. It goes in the garbage can. I mean, if you don't have any fresh vegetables, use it. Otherwise, this makes your instant ramen taste like instant ramen, in my opinion. You can always, always upgrade your instant ramen noodles with just a scallion. If you don't have any other vegetables, one scallion, pa in Korean, will do wonders for your instant ramen noodles. It'll just make it taste really fresh and less like sort of powdery taste, in my opinion. In the movie Parasite, there's a scene where, and it's not a spoiler alert, there's a scene where the family's coming back home late at night after a failed attempt to tent overnight somewhere and they're totally rained out. So she calls the housekeeper and says, hey, can you make me JjaPaGuRi with sirloin steak? And you know, that movie is a really true reflection of how opulent and how uber fancy some of these super wealthy families are in Korea or anywhere else in the world, that they would literally take, you know, really yummy steak and put in their instant ramen noodles. So when I saw that scene, I started laughing, but that's something that I would not do. But if you want to do that, make sure to check out my blog and I'll show you how to properly season and sear your steak cubes if you want to use that in today's JjaPaGuRi. For me, I'm going to save my steak for a proper steak dinner later and not have it with instant ramen noodles. That's just a personal thing. But today I'm going to be using cold cut. I'm going to use a slice of ham, and you could use any cold cut of your choice or simply do not add any meat and make it completely vegetarian. A third cup of finely chopped white onions, third cup of finely chopped carrots, a third cup of sweet peas, 1 scallion finely chopped, 1 tablespoon of olive oil, 1 slice of cold cut ham, less than about a half a cup. The JjaPaGuRi ramen, the one that comes with the powder mix, always comes with this like little packet of oil. You know, don't use that. If you have olive oil, use that. Olive oil is so much better and tastier. In a medium-sized pot, bring your water to boil. Make sure the noodle is submerged under the water and leave it on super high heat. On super high heat, we need a frying pan. Now make sure you have everything ready to go because this noodle is going to cook fast and we're going to saute everything super quickly. Tablespoon of olive oil, or onions, 2 pinches of salt, black pepper. Saute for a good 60 seconds. So the noodles are halfway ready. It's been about 2 minutes on super high heat. Now you could skip this part if you like your noodles a bit like extra soft and kind of, you know, very, very mushy. I like my noodles so that it's a little bit chewy, like 쫄깃쫄깃한 맛. So we're gonna put the noodles in the ice bath here. We're gonna cool down the noodles quickly, pull it up like that so it gets a little bit of air and it stops cooking the noodles right now. Our carrots, our ham. My heat is at super high. Give it about a minute. And then we're gonna get a cup of this starchy water and pour it into our pan. And then we're going to add our soup powder from our Neoguri and our jjajang sauce. Fold it in half. Get all the sauce out. Mix it well. And your heat remains at high. We're going to let this sauce cook for about a good minute on super high heat. We want the sizzle to happen. And then we're going to add our noodles to our frying pan. And we're adding our sweet peas now because we don't want our sweet peas to overcook and turn all like dark brown. And our scallions. And we're gonna mix it well. Again, the heat remains at super high. And we're gonna let this cook for about a good minute to 2 minutes until the sauce reduces to a thick consistency. Our Chapagetti is ready. Look at that. And for a little taste test. Ooh, it smells really good. Oh, it's so good. It's so hitting the spot. And it has a little bit of that spicy taste. Oh boy. Now, some people would like this saltier. So in that case, add a little bit of salt or add a little bit of soy sauce. And if you want it spicier, and add a little bit of Korean red pepper flakes called gochugaru. All right, so this, you have to eat it right away because in a matter of like 2 to 5 minutes, it will get so bloated. So, but it's still good, you know? All right, so let's have a bite. Ooh, the noodles look so good. Oh, it's a little spicy from the Neoguri instant ramen noodles. And the jjajangmyeon is like, oh, it has this like, such yummy flavor. I can't explain it to you. It's, if you've never had black bean noodles, jjajangmyeon, you must try it. I mean, it's so good. It's like Korea's #1 Chinese Korean fast food noodles. Oh, it's like perfect amount of saltiness. Whoever invented combining Neoguri and 짜파게티 together deserves an award. It's that good. Okay. I want to taste all the vegetables with the ham and everything together. You know what also would be a good combination to add to this is portobello mushrooms would be really, really good, I think, together. The ham, the sweet peas, carrots, and onions is just such a nice, refreshing texture. It makes this instant ramen noodles taste like it's not instant, like it was something that you would get at a restaurant. Oh, this is so good. So when you eat jjajangmyeon, you always need to eat it with some pickled Korean radish, noranmu. It's a must. It's tangy in taste. It's like a condiment. Such a good combination. The pickled radish is slightly sweet, vinegary, salty, crunchy. Oh, so good. All right, and of course, you gotta have it with some kimchi, right? Kimchi with this is a must too. Ooh, this is gonna be so good. Actually, when you eat this, make sure you have both options, kimchi and noranmu. Oh, ooh, it's getting a little spicy. Oh, I'm sweating a little bit. It's starting. I would also take a spoon and do a spoon fork twirl. Oh, I'm drooling in my mouth. OMG. You have to try this. This is so yummy. The noodles are so good. So when we took the noodles out halfway, it still tasted a little like hard, and we put it in the ice bath. That kind of stopped the cooking so that later on when we put it in the saucepan on super high heat, it started cooking again. Oh, this is so good. Okay. I have people in my house right now eyeing this right now. My children are standing right over there, looking at this, wishing they could have a bite. Okay, so I'm going to be a good mom and let them have this. I want to say watch Parasite Movie if you have not seen it, and make this at home and share it with your friends and family, because it really tastes like you kind of slaved over the stove all day to make this delicious, slightly spicy, nutty tasting noodles. Really, really yummy. Oh, highly recommend it. I kind of don't want to share with my children. Anywho, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed watching today's video, make sure to click on the thumbs up icon. I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. Yes, if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, make sure to click on that subscribe button and also the bell notification. 여러분, 오늘 재밌게 보셨으면 꼭 thumbs up button 눌러주시고 subscribe 꼭 하세요. And I'll see everyone in the next video. Here are some other noodles dishes that you should check out, especially the black bean noodles, jjajangmyeon. Check that out. 여러분, 다음 비디오에서 꼭 뵙겠습니다. Okay, I'll see you in the next video.